Good morning, my name is Ashley Hill, and today I will be discussing my reflection questions for the final task for Aice Media.
How does your product use or challenge conventions, and how does it represent social groups or issues?
My film uses conventions as it shows the man playing the antagonist as the stalker. That's usually the norm in most thriller movies because the man is deemed as more masculine and strong. Additionally, we use diegetic sounds that has also been used in thriller movies, such as footsteps when the victim is walking and birds chirping, which shows that it's just a regular day when the victim is stalked, and as well as the door slamming, which increases the mystery. My film also included non-diegetic sounds such as suspenseful and mysterious sound when the stalker appeared out of nowhere in the victim's car, as well as when the car sped off after being caught at the house. My film challenges conventions as it showed the mom taking the money from the man. Usually thriller movies wouldn't have women being shown in a negative light and showing authority over a man as he tries to get his money back from her. My film represents social issues as it shows someone being stalked. This is extremely important as stalking can lead to kidnapping, sometimes death. Young people around my age are the most likely to experience stalking. Stalking has shown to be even more prevalent with social media, young people are known to be on social media more than any other age group. Nevertheless, in our film, it showed that the mother's past came back to haunt her as she didn't give the man back his money, which ended up having her daughter being stalked.
How does your product engage with audiences, and how would it be distributed as a real media text?
My film engages with audience as it shows a regular teenage girl just hanging out with her friend at the mall. This allows the audience to relate to her more as they realize that she's just one of us, which will allow them to be more empathetic in her situation when she gets stalked. It then shows her being stalked, which may engage with a certain audience who have been in the situation before. This film will most likely be watched by young people between the ages of 18 to 24. My film could be advertised on social media such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We can make our own movie page on each social media and also ask actors to post about the movie on their own personal social media. Social media is currently the most popular way that young people connect. So it could be distributed there. It makes sense to be distributed there. Young people could also talk about the movie by using hashtags and also adding certain actors and actresses. This film could also be advertised on billboards on highways.
How did your production skills develop throughout this project?
Even though I knew how to produce because of previous projects, my production skills actually improved dramatically. I was in charge of finding music and sound effects to place at the right scene. Us as a group were in charge of getting the cast together at the right time and picking a location for each scene. I also needed to make sure that they had outfits for every single scene. When editing, I found out how to add fade-ins and fade-outs. I was able to use that for the film. I also learned how to put a certain scene in black and white to show that it's a flashback. Additionally, I learned how to add titles for a film. It was hard at first because my group and I had to come up with a font that fit the meaning of our film, which was the thriller theme, and that looked decent enough. After that, we learned how to add effects to the title, such as movement, to make it look smoother and nicer when coming in.
How did you integrate technologies, software, hardware, and online in this project?
I integrated software technology by using a software editing program called Pinnacle Studios. I also used hardware technology by using an SD card to store the film on. Additionally, I used an SD card reader to obtain the scenes to be put onto the computer. Lastly, I used a USB drive to transfer the film to the computer. I use online to retrieve the music and different sound effects for the film, such as going on YouTube, and then using a MP3 converter to convert the sounds and the music. Additionally, I use the internet to make blogs about the project as well as to post the film online. Overall, I enjoyed this project and it was both interesting and fun. Thank you for watching.